Welcome to Tea Time with Billy. Today's Tea Time with Billy is sponsored by mint tea. Toothpaste tea. Hi everyone, and Happy New Year! So, it's the time of year, obviously, when people make New Year's resolutions. Or, in my case, I like to call them goals. New Year's goals. So, I thought I'd just run through them, give you a bit of lowdown on my life and what I'm doing and what I plan to be doing over the course of the next year. They are hard to follow and stick with. I know so many people who go, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna quit smoking, I'm gonna quit drinking, I'm gonna get to the gym, I'm gonna lose weight, and they give up after a week or two. It happens to so many of us. It's happened to me God knows how many times. And I've said, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop doing this, and then I don't. I want this year to be different. And that is because 2014 for me was a very bland year. Not much happened. I looked back at 2014 and I thought to myself, I'm in exactly the same position that I was in the end of 2013. Like, it's not a bad position, but it's just, I feel like I haven't progressed. I mean, yes, I've got a new job and everything, and that's great, but I don't know, it hasn't really made a significant impact on my life. I mean, I'm definitely happier with my new job, but that's really it. I mean, the pay is no different, the hours have changed so that basically I get Tuesdays and Wednesdays off a lot of the time. They're all a bit up in the air, and it's hard to plan ahead my social life, which is how my last job was. Let's start off with, because I have quite a few, goal number 1. And it's a simple goal, and it's to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. Now, a lot of people in my position will probably go, I'm gonna try for 1,000, but I'm gonna stick with 100. I mean, a year to get 100 subscribers, that's doable. I feel like I can genuinely accomplish that goal, and I think by keeping it low as well, it spurs me on more, because it's like, 100, that's not too hard. Like, if I don't do this, like, I should be embarrassed. Like, I've got more passion to reach 100 than if it was to reach 1,000. Because if I set the goal to reach 1,000, I think I'd be disheartened a lot more easily. I think 1,000, I don't know, to me it sounds a bit obnoxious. Like, yeah, I can reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I don't know, can I? Do people really want to watch me that bad? I don't know. But I think 100 people, I don't know, we'll see. 2 down, 98 to go. We'll recap this at the end of the year. Goal number 2. So this goal is one that I should have done a long time ago, and it's to stop saving money and putting money aside, because at the end of every month I've ended up spending my money. And I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten a lot better with my financial stuff than I was, say, 2 or even 1 year ago, to be honest. Which I'm proud of. I am. But I think I need to take it one step further. And it's just like a simple task of setting £50 aside each month. I mean, accumulate that over a year. I'll have, quick mental maths, £600 put aside. Do you see how quick that was? Math genius. So I'm going to open a savings account and start setting aside £50 each month. And which will help me in goal number 3, which is to buy a new camera. Because at the moment I'm doing everything on my iPod Touch. Which, to be fair, it's a decent camera. It's very good for vlogging and taking with me and whatnot. But for sit down stuff like this, I think I need maybe something better, like a Canon. I would save up the money first, maybe get up to like £600, £700, and then I'll go to a shop and then browse, ask for help and everything, review some stuff, and then pick one. It will help me with my 100 subscriber goal for sure. This is probably my main passion, I guess. My main hobby is to do videos. It's something I really do want to do, and you know, in some ways I can only get as good as the tools I use, so I'm going to have to improve on what I'm using at the moment. Goal number 3, stop procrastinating. I have so many little jobs that I've literally been meaning to do for over a every year. It's really embarrassing actually. Like, it's simple things like sew the buttons back onto my coat, tidy my room. I mean, my room's not been messy for a year, I promise you that. But it's been messier for longer than it should be. It shouldn't even have to reach the state that it has reached at the moment. Well, it's simple things like that. Like, if I need to go out and buy milk, I shouldn't wait for ages and go, oh, I'll get the milk tomorrow, oh, I'll get the milk the day after. I should just, like, if I need milk, I should freaking go to the store right then and just go buy milk. I've literally got no excuse. It's a 2-minute walk down the road. It costs 90p or whatever. I've got no excuse and I really need to start working on that. Goal number 4 is to work on my timekeeping skills, which, again, have improved over the last year or so, but really I've got no excuse for turning up to stuff late. Turning up to work late, I mean, it's not a massive thing, it's not very often, and if I am late, it tends to be 5 or 10 minutes, and no one really ever makes a big deal about it, but it's more for my sake than anybody else's. And, you know, it might make people take me a little bit serious. I don't know, maybe someone will notice me like, you know, that Billy, he's always under work time, or he's always like 10 minutes early, like, and it's going well so far. I mean, I know it's only 2 days after New Year's Eve or whatever, but I've turned up to work, you know, before I'm due in each time, so it's good, and I want to keep it up. And goal number 5, which will help me with the turning up stuff on time thing, is to go to bed earlier, because seriously, I stay up far later than I mean to. I don't get enough sleep. Like, I should be getting 8 hours sleep every night. Last night, I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I woke up at 7:30, and I was just like, I'm getting up. And I had like several hours before I needed to get into work, and it gave me so much time, like, and time to get ready as well, you know? I had time to do my hair, everything. Like, there's nothing worse than not having enough time in the morning, and then you end up leaving the house not looking as good as you could do. And this is me personally, I don't know whether everyone feels like this, and then it affects you for the whole rest of the day. Whereas if you get ready and have plenty of time, make yourself look nice and presentable and everything, it has a positive effect for the rest of the day. So I know, as silly as it sounds, I think it would have a really positive knock-on effect for my whole life, generally. I don't know, it sounds silly, but it's a simple thing which could definitely have a positive impact. This handle looks really off. Oh my god, this handle is so off. Look at this handle for this cup. It's so off kilter. Can you believe that? Who made this? Look at that. It's not straight at all. It's like leaning off to that direction. Oh my god, I'm so OCD. Goal number 7? I think it's 7. Move out my flat. I've been there for, gosh, it'll be 2 years at the end of this month. I've never lived in the same place for more than 2 years, ever. And 2 years is a long time. It is and it isn't at the same time, I don't know, depends what sort of perspective you're looking at it from. But my flat at the moment, the people that I live with, although all lovely, they feel like acquaintances to me, basically. And I feel like I've lived with them so long, that would be awkward to try and strike up a friendship with them and start doing things together. Like, I saw my flatmate today and I was like, oh hey, how was Christmas and everything? And I don't know, and then we asked about New Year's Eve, and then it sort of stopped there, and I was like, I don't know what else to ask you. I don't know anything about you. And also, the fact we don't have a living room as well, I think also doesn't help with trying to create a relationship between us. So I want to move into a flat that also has a living room as well. I mean, it gets so tedious just being able to go to your room, and then that's like the only space that you have to like chill and relax. So it'd be nice to have an extra room as well, and a communal area where you can hang out, you know? Because it's just a bit sucky at the moment. I mean, I definitely need to save up some money first before I can start thinking about that, and I need to think about where I want to live and everything. And there are a lot of things to sort out first before I start thinking about that. But I think I can do it before the end of the year, and I think it's quite a high priority on my list, to be honest. We'll see though, we'll see. London flat prices are ridiculous. I mean, for any of you who don't live in London and you don't know, but just having a room and a kitchen and sharing it with people it's outlandish at times. It's understandable. Barely. London, what are you gonna do? And goal number 8, which is a goal that I've been doing pretty well with, I think, is just uploading videos more frequently. I mean, December went really well, to be honest, apart from when I had my sick period and stuff, but I uploaded 10 videos, I think, in total over the course of the whole month. And I mean, I want to probably aim for 2 videos a week. That's doable, you know, it gives me something to do as well, and there's really no excuse. Again, like, all of these things, all these goals that I have planned, there's no excuse for not doing them beforehand, really. Like, I've just been lazy, to be honest, and it's getting a bit ridiculous. I'm turning 21 this year. I just need to be a bit more mature about everything and stop being so bloody lazy. It's not so much that I'm lazy when it comes to other people. I'm really helpful with other people, and I like doing jobs for other people. I'm a bit of a people pleaser, but when it comes to myself and doing things for myself, I always put it off, or I just ignore it. Basically, I think I need to start being a bit more selfish and thinking about myself, really, and start doing things for myself. And I think that's just good advice for everyone in general, because I know so many people who are so selfless and only think about others, and it has a negative effect on themselves. I think it's really important to take time every now and again and review, what are you doing for yourself, you know? Because at the end of the day, and as pessimistic and sad as it sounds, like, you really only have yourself. Like, yourself is the only person. Imagine if you didn't have any family, or you didn't have any friends, or anything like that, and it can happen, whether it's through arguments, or whether it's through death, or anything like that. Sometimes people who originally had a lot of people around them can end up alone, but they've always got themselves, which is why it's an important thing to spend time on yourself, and that includes doing activities by yourself. When I first moved to London, I hated doing things by myself. I could never go to the cinema by myself, for instance, or anything like that, and I needed people to function, basically. And over the last 2.5 years now, I've grown a lot and realised that, you know, there's no shame in doing activities by yourself. It doesn't make you a loner, it doesn't make you a loser. It just means that you're self-reliant. It's a good thing. It honestly is a good thing. I'm not saying that, oh, you should go and do everything by yourself. Obviously, no. No. That's not, but I'm just saying there should be a balance between spending time with other people and spending time with yourself. You shouldn't be dependent on others, but at the same time, you shouldn't ostracize yourself from everybody. So I think I need to work on that balance, really. I think that pretty much covers it for my goals for 2015. There are a lot of them, but they're all so simple ones that really I should have been doing a long time ago. Obviously not the buying the camera thing, because it's not like, yeah, 3 years ago I could have bought a camera with the money that I did not have. But we'll see, and I guess I'll look at this video in a year's time, check it all out, and hopefully I'll have accomplished them all. And I hope that you will accomplish your goals for this year as well. I have a really good feeling about 2015, and I think it's going to go well. I hope it's going to go well. And really, we can all say like, oh, I think 2015 is going to be the year for me. It's going to be a good year for me. It's only going to be a good year for you if you make it a good year for you. And I really plan on just grabbing a hold of my life and steering it in the direction that I want to go. Because so much of the time I'm just like, I wait for opportunities to come to me. I don't go out and search for them myself. And this year, I just want to take control of my life and make it my own and make this year my own. And yeah, so that's what I want to do. I'm getting a bit emotional about this actually, but yeah, it's doable. And I'm gonna make it happen. I promise that to you, and I promise that to myself. So yeah. I'm actually I don't know why I'm getting really worked up about this, but yeah, I hope 2015 is a good year for you, and I hope it's a good year for myself. So, love you guys, I guess, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Happy New Year, bye!
Ooh, let's look at this blind.
Good.
Yes, yes it is. Because I don't think they had ketchup in Game of Thrones.
Great.
Oh, okay. Great. It's probably from a pig. See? I told you it was from a pig!